Hi.
Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Treasures. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I don't know. It just felt like something to say. We are Jack's Treasures, and this is our ongoing series of questions and answers that Tracy and I are doing that people have either asked us or we have asked other people.
Yes.
We do encourage people to drop comments down below and ask us any questions if they want anything to be covered. Check out our prior videos. We've got a long list of them now. We've been doing this for probably about 2 months,
Yep.
I would say.
So yeah, drop a question if you have one, or if you just want to talk about zombie rats, I'm cool with that too.
Did you say zombie rats?
Yes.
Zombie
It's a
rats.
thing.
It's a thing. You heard it here first on Jack's Treasures. Okay, guys, these are just our opinions and stuff. So definitely leave any comments down below, especially if you disagree, or thumbs up or thumbs down. Either one is fine with us, but please hit that subscribe button. That
Yes.
would really help us out. Today's question is very Shakespearean. I'm right on that, right?
Yes. Sort of.
To block or not to block? That is the question. That was my best Shakespearean voice ever. Oh, wow. I think I'm British.
I don't think you are.
There are different rules of thought on this. Tracy and I definitely have differing rules on this. And it's funny because a lot of couples do have differing rules, or differing rules of thought, I should say, on whether to block or to block. Now, first off, what is to block somebody?
On most selling platforms, or the ones that I know of, there is a block list or a block button where you can block or choose not to engage with someone who, for any reason, basically.
So that they're not allowed to message you. They're
Right.
not allowed to buy your merchandise. Basically, it's a blank. They can't search your name. You won't come up on any of that. There are blocking privileges on eBay. There are blocking privileges on Whatnot that I know for
Mercari.
sure. Mercari.
Facebook.
Marketplace is definitely a big
And I'm
one because
sure there
that's a
are
big list for
on
that.
like Poshmark and stuff. I've just never had a need to get into that because we don't sell there enough that it has come
You know,
up.
my question would have been, is there a block list for Amazon?
I don't think so.
I don't know. So that might be one
That is
right there.
interesting.
But I think Amazon does a lot of blocking, though. I do know that.
Amazon does do that, yes.
Amazon does have a lot of blocking itself. By the way, I don't know if we introduced ourselves. My name's Brian. That's Tracy.
I'm Tracy?
You are Tracy.
Okay, I'm Tracy.
You're not a zombie rat. So basically blocking is stopping somebody from entering your business, whatever it may be, having the right to refuse to service that person, whatever it may be.
Reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. That's
right.
the sign that's in a lot of like restaurants and things
Right.
like that.
So when you are blocking, there are definitely people who, I guess, overblock and people that underblock.
I don't think I underblock. I think I block at a pretty...
Of course
Good
you
rate.
do. But that's what everybody who underblocks would say to somebody who overblocks. Okay? If you overblock like me, okay, I'm one of those ones where if I get a vibe in the messages and I just get a vibe that this is not going to go well for me. This is not something that I want to deal with. This is going to be a problem buyer. I could just tell by the questions that he's asking because I usually have some very good pictures. I try to use as many pictures as I possibly can. I show all of the flaws. I write all the flaws. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have ever listed anything in Whatnot in excellent condition.
eBay.
Not in eBay. In excellent condition. Never. I'm always the good or below. Okay, unless it's brand new. And even when it's brand new, I'll write in there, this has storage wear, this has something. That's a standard thing that I write almost on all
Something
of
that
mine.
I try to do on all my reselling is under promise and over deliver.
Right. And so for me, when I start getting these questions and everything, and I start getting the vibes, it's automatic. Boop, block. Okay, I don't want to deal with them. Okay, especially if the item is like $4. Okay, or $9 or $10.
What about $7?
I'm like auto block. I'm blocking. Okay, blocking it, block. I'm going to build a wall around my business, okay? It's amazing that I sell anything because I think
Really
literally
is.
my block page has probably maybe over
I've
100.
heard 5,000 is the max, so I know you're under 5,000.
Yeah, I'm under 5,000, but I'm getting close to it. So what are some of the reasons for you to block? For me, one of my biggest ones is vibes that I'm getting in messages.
I'll tell a funny story, and it's right along those lines. I actually blocked someone 2 days ago. I woke up and I'm doing my normal looking at what all happened overnight. And in the time I went to sleep at like 2:30 a.m. till I woke up at like 8:30 a.m., this one person wrote me like 9 times asking questions about something. And I mean, I'm sorry, I was asleep. But for him to have just continued, it was like the first question, then it was like, oh yeah, and then it was like, and then he said the magic word, the one that gets him more than anything. He said, hello? Question mark.
Oh, do not do that to me on Facebook Marketplace.
I mean,
you're auto blocked.
I don't know if these people think it's live chat or something, but for me to have woken up to that wall of all those texts, I'm like, no. This is somebody who I don't want to deal with. And it was for some pens. It was for something under $10. And I was like, block.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons, one of the things, your vibes and your messages, that's one. Feedback reviews, okay? I get a question on an item, okay, and I'm like, okay, well, let me take a look at their feedback before I rush to judgment. I look at their feedback, and there is a way that you can look at feedback left for others.
It's much easier on the computer than the phone, I will say that.
So I look at there, and I say, oh, wow, they've left 10 feedback, and 5 of them are negatives. Don't want to deal with, blocked, okay? It doesn't matter about any of that. There are so many buyers out there that are looking at items and trying to buy items, whatever it may be. I don't need somebody that I can tell right away is going to be a hassle based on their reviews alone. If I look at their reviews, and even their positive reviews are good, a thumbs up and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
The next one is one where we probably differ the most. It's lowball offers. Now, I don't accept offers on my eBay listings, period. None of mine are best
cats,
offers.
Guys.
Yeah.
Video we got coming up is going to be distractions in the workplace.
But none of my things accept offers. But every now and then someone will send me an offer. And just because it's low does not mean I'm going to block them. I'm just going to say no and move on with my life. But this one does not like lowball offers. Okay. And he accepts offers. That's the
I do
funny
accept
thing.
offers. I do accept offers. But if I have something up there that's $270 and somebody offers me $10, okay, or $5 or $1, okay, I'm not going to sit there and waste my time going, well, I'll send them another offer back, or I'll send them this back, or I'll send them that back. No, I'm just going to block you. Sorry, you're gone. Can't buy from Jack's Treasures anymore, at least my store. Because we do have separate stores, by the way. We do have separate stores. But lowball offers, I mean, first off, you got to classify what's a lowball offer. Okay, if I have something up there for $100 and somebody offers me $10, that's a lowball offer, but that's one that I can at least work with. I'll offer them back $70, and I'll write in the message. I'll say, thanks for your offer. Unfortunately, at this time, I cannot accept that offer. The lowest that I can possibly go is $70. Here's one not on Facebook, but on Facebook Marketplace. People will ask me, what's the lowest I'll take for something? And I'll say, I'll take, like I have a trailer. I have a trailer that I had up for $1,300. And they said, what's the lowest you'll take? I said, 12, because I really don't need to sell the trailer. So I'll take $1,200 for it because it's got a lot of extras. I got spare tires on it, all of the storage bin. Whistles. Yeah, it's got all of that stuff on there. And then they'll say 800, and I go 12, and they'll send me another one, 900, and I'm going 12, and then they send me another one.
You asked my lowest price.
And I said, you asked for my lowest price at one point, and then at that point they're blocked, okay, because I'm not going to deal with it anymore. So that lowball offers can be good. I mean, but if somebody does, I will let you know. If I have something up for $100 and you offer me $1 on it, I'm blocking you straight. I don't care. Okay, you're just a moron. All right, you're not trying to get a deal. You're just trying to waste my time. Okay, and I don't appreciate that. So I do the blocking. Tracy, she does not for lowball offers. People leaving negative reviews, especially unwarranted.
The cat almost fell off the shelf now.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be such like graceful creatures. They're not.
No, especially this one. But if you get negative reviews, especially if your negative reviews is you feel unwarranted, do you block?
That I probably do in that case. It doesn't,
Something like the post office lost an item. You
Yeah.
get a negative review.
if they're not willing to work with me afterwards, I'm going to write them, hey, would you consider taking this off? This isn't my fault. I got you your money back,
Yeah.
If they're not willing to work with me at that point, yeah, I'm probably blocking them.
Or it's something that, okay, I sold a shirt and I didn't notice that there was a small stain on the shirt. I try to do my best inspection of all the items and take the best pictures. But yes, this one did get by me. And they send me a picture and they show the picture of the stain. I'm not going to block that.
No.
I'm going to reach out to them and say, listen, I'm sorry that happened. If I am willing to give you your money back, you can keep the item. If you would please revisit or, change your feedback. Maybe you could even go neutral. It wouldn't bother me near as much because, yes, as a seller, we've all made mistakes. One of my biggest mistakes was selling a $100 switch to somebody and sending them a $10 deck of cards because they both lived in the same zip code in South Florida. And the guy that bought the switch was actually overseas. He was in Argentina or Uruguay.
Paraguay,
or something.
maybe?
Yeah, Paraguay. And so he didn't even get the item until well after because I got the response from the person who got who bought the cards right away and said, I just got a switch. And I'm like,
They returned it.
yeah.
This whole situation turned out swimmingly. It really did.
I ended up selling him the switch.
We made a
and
great connection with the fellow in Paraguay, and it was a good situation. It could have been nasty.
It could have been
very
because it was
nasty.
completely my fault. And any negative feedback on that, I'm going to accept it, and I'm not going to block them at that point. But if I get negative feedback and the negative feedback is lack of communication, and I'm be like, dude, I message you all the time, so I'll just go ahead and do that.
Another reason you might consider blocking someone is when they return an item. Is that something you would do? Now, I will say in that case, it's like a 50-50 thing.
Or request a cancellation.
Yeah. If it's like a legit return, it's like, I bought this shirt, it was a large, it's tight on me, and he does it the correct way and says does not fit, and we return it. I'm not blocking that person. That
Yeah, me either.
person just did their thing. But if they return an item for like an asinine reason, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one is the ones that ask for cancellations. Not immediately. And the worst are the ones that do it the day you ship it.
Oh gosh.
Once that shipping label is printed, they'll get a notification that the item's been the shipping label has been printed but not dropped off at the post office yet. I get a message. I did not order this item. Please do not ship this item. Refund me my money. Now, they already know I'm probably going to drop it off at the post office, or it's on the way to the post office, or whatever it may be. It hadn't been scanned at the post office. I'm not returning your money, first off. Okay, you can refuse, and what I do is I send them back a message and I said, you can refuse the thing and have the item sent back to me, and then I'm going to charge you for the shipping cost of that item. I'll return your buying cost, but I'm not returning
Yeah,
the
see,
shipping
that's
cost.
another little difference. It is, if it's at all possible for me to cancel it, I will cancel it because that's less trouble for me in the long
If
run.
I haven't shipped it yet.
Yeah,
If
it's not at the post office, even if it's in the car, I'll void the label because I don't
But do
want
you
to
block?
deal with that. It depends. That's a vibe thing, if they legitimately seem like it, but if they're just like, I don't want this, fuck, I'm blocking them.
Yeah. Or the ones that I never received the item and they leave you a negative feedback and you have no recourse because the item tracking number shows that the item was received.
Yeah.
They're getting
You
blocked.
can usually get those removed from eBay without any problem, first of all. So it just takes a little work on your part. But
Another one that kind of annoys me a lot is the ones that they get an item that's flawed. It's listed as flawed. I point out all of the flaws in this thing, and yet they get the item and then they immediately say, I didn't notice the flaws. Can I please can I get half of my money back?
no.
No. And you're blocked. Okay, because that's a lot of people will do that. It's like, look, we take our time. Everybody knows if you're an eBay seller, you all know that 90% of the people that buy the stuff based on the price, the photos, and the title. They never read the description. They never even look at any of those other parts and stuff like that. They just look at all of that stuff and then they buy the item.
My response for this, and that is setting me up to make sure that eBay takes care of me, is I'll reply, unfortunately, I can't do that. If you would like to return for a refund, we accept returns for any reason. Just make sure you return and say that you changed your mind. And that way, hopefully they do change their mind. I don't have to return the shipping to them. Mm-hmm. Or if they don't, I can contact eBay and get it resolved because it's right there in black and white.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I call eBay or I text eBay or something about everything. I don't let stuff go.
And when I had the $5,000 store, I had the higher level, so I could call eBay and I would get an immediate response, and usually it was from their corporate offices in Seattle. Yeah. So I would talk to somebody in Seattle. Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
Man, you failed to meet up with me. I don't care what the reason is. You are blocked. Okay, and I am one that, if somebody sets up a meetup and it's days away, I will be sending them messages like the day of and say, are we still on for this pickup at 3 o'clock at whatever the pickup location is? And they say yes. And then I go there and they don't show up. And then I'm texting them. I'm going, I'm here. And then I get a message back saying, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not coming to pick it up.
I'll tell you another reason that you're going to get blocked on Facebook Marketplace is if you just made your profile this week.
Oh, gotcha.
It pretty much doesn't matter what you say. I'm going to assume you're a scammer. And I'm sorry. I apologize. But most people who are out there doing legitimate business on Facebook did not make their profile this week.
Here, let me let you in on this one, okay? I do block a lot of people on eBay. I mean, a ton. But we also sell on Whatnot, and we are a lot of our business right now is on Whatnot. Both of us, a lot of our business.
This is our smallest block list by far.
I think it's 3. Yeah. Okay, we have 3 people on it, and this next reason is why we have most of the people on that, and that's called trolls. Okay, trolls are people that come into your chat because it's a live selling platform, so they can say anything that they want in the chat, and they will say the most inappropriate stuff. They are auto blocked. Now, I will let you know, the first person that we blocked was probably within the first 2 weeks of us being online, and what he did was he trolled the chat. He would put one letter for each one of his sentences in the chat. So nobody else could do anything because the chat kept running up like that with this one letter of A, B,
C, so it wasn't necessarily inappropriate, but it was just a troll. Annoying.
So he got blocked. That was the first person that we blocked. And then it was like 2 years. And then we blocked our second one, who that just happened like, about a month ago?
Yeah.
About a month ago. Decided to be very inappropriate in one of our shows with his questions and his comments. And there's something called red chat on Whatnot, and I saw the red chat. And
a lot of times people will use red chat just to get the attention of the host, which is, I get why we do that sometimes because it's the easiest way to reach the host, but then he's just in the habit of reading it thinking it's something that he wants to read. And I'm like, no. This was like the vilest thing I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, so that one got blocked right away. Our friend Tom at Damn Fine Stuff on Whatnot has his first show. And I'm moderating the show. I'm a moderator in the show. We'll talk about what moderators are in another show. But I'm moderating the show, and a guy comes in there and just makes the dumbest question ever, and I immediately blocked him right there because I did have the power to do that. But trolls, yeah, I'm blocking. I've been blocked, or it's on Whatnot. It's called banned. I got banned in a show because I asked a question. My question was, I don't understand how a COA is in the Buy It Now. And I just wanted some explanation on that, and I got blocked.
I will say a lot of people overblock on Whatnot because they don't want the questions out there. Maybe they're not necessarily doing good. They're scammers. They don't want people calling him out. And he wasn't trying to call him out. He was just trying to understand how that business practice worked. But as soon as he got blocked for that, I'm like, that guy's up to no good.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason, if anybody comes and asks me a legit question, even if they're like, you know, hey, is that a legit HWI screwdriver? You know, I'm not going to, I don't take that badly. I'm like, well, as far as I know, with the Made in the USA, that means that is legit. If you think otherwise, let me know, you know.
Yeah,
do you have
let us
any
know in the
tips?
chat.
But I'm legit. So I'm not taking that as an insult. I'm taking that as someone trying to learn more.
Yeah, and we've had people asking us questions about that. Are those real?
Right.
For some of the video game cartridges that we do, and my response is, as far as I know, I am not an expert on this stuff. I don't try to be an expert on this stuff.
We'll do
but
the
I will let you know
basic
if
search.
I know something is fake, i.e., AirPods. We
Yes.
got about 35 brand new AirPods in a storage unit. We were ecstatic. We were sitting there going like, except for
It
the
was a
first
case.
part. Except for the first part when we said 35. That's my first indication that these are fake. Okay.
But they looked good.
Yeah.
They looked good.
I should have brought a box. I think I might have one box left. But if you look at these things, they fooled a Apple seller. They fooled him.
Like
He said
not
that they were thing.
not a whatnot Apple seller, like
No.
someone who works at an Apple store.
Yeah. If they fooled him, right? So we said, okay, well, let's check them out. So we took them out. We took them out of the box. We opened up one package. They were all new and sealed. So we opened up the package. Everything on the inside looked legit. Everything. The packing looked legit. Everything looked legit. You put them in your ears, and the very first thing this thing says is, these are not authentic Apple AirPods. That's the very first thing it says. There's no ands or but, they're fake.
We're getting way off topic right now into
Yeah.
like fake land, which will be another video. 100%. We will do a video on fakes.
Yeah. The last point about blocking and banning is, do you report any of this to eBay? When you're blocking somebody, do you report them to eBay? Can you report them to eBay as abuse? We've done it. I've probably done it. Now I have a block list that's like hundreds of people on my block list. I think I've reported 2 people for abuse. One of them threatened me he either threatened me with negative feedback or something like that, or made some very, very inappropriate comments.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever reported anyone for that reason. There were a couple of times I was made to feel a little uncomfortable about selling some undergarments and shoes and things like that they got a little bit off kilter, and I did block them because they made me feel uncomfortable, but I did not report them. Should I have? Maybe.
Just to protect other sellers, you know. But again, these are all of our experiences, all of our opinions. If you have differing opinions on this, because I know a lot of people have differing opinions, because I know of 2 people who have differing opinions on how we do it, because we do. Okay, drop some comments down below. Give us a like, share, subscribe. Give us a like, share, and subscribe. And as always, please help us out. Stop Soldier Suicide. It's an organization down below. Tracy will link it down there below. 20 a day. Way too many, guys. And as always,
Pet a cat.
pet a cat. Peace out from Jack's Treasures.